Hey there, I'm Jenny. I'm figuring out my 40s here on YouTube. I had a different video planned for tonight actually, but I just got an email about Virgin testing out a new drink package, an all-you-can-drink drink package, and it set me off. It really did, because I had an incident on Virgin on a transatlantic cruise back in December of 2024, and I've been meaning to talk about this experience and talk about, safety on cruise ships, and I don't want to be fear-mongering because that's not who I am, but I can't wait any longer. So let's get down into what exactly the package is. I'm going to look at my computer and read from it and talk while I do that. So Virgin is testing an unlimited drink package. For the first time ever, we're launching an all-inclusive unlimited drinks package. Drink like a VIP is what they're calling it. Exclusively for rock stars sailing on Valiant Lady in March 2025. So Rockstar is like the suite level class on Virgin Voyages. Rock stars have a little bit extras. They've got butlers. They have rooms with the record players and records. They have a stocked mini bar, cocktail area. I don't know if it's cocktail area. They have drinks. They have alcohol in their rooms, and their rooms are nicer. So anyway, the rock stars are like, I guess it's like Haven on Norwegian. It's like the Yacht Club on MSC, Queens and Princess Grill on Cunard, like that kind of higher up. So for just $95 per sailor per night, you'll enjoy unlimited, expertly crafted cocktails, curated wines by the glass, premium craft beers, specialty coffees, freshly pressed juices. The drinks are up to $20 per serving are covered, and it can be used at every bar and restaurant on board, and it can be used at the beach club at Bimini. There are no daily drink limits. That's actually right there. That is what got me upset. Put a pin in that. Pin. The fine print is for sailors that are 21 and over. And if you're in a suite with multiple people, everyone in the suite has to purchase. It's non-refundable. It's for individual use only. It includes 2 drinks per order. The activation starts at embarkation. So right at the beginning, like the day you get on the ship until the day you get off, you have to pay for your drink package. And yeah, those are the details. So rock stars already get, like I said, the alcohol. I think it's mega rock stars that get like all the alcohol. Alcohol area gets restocked every day. They also have a champagne hour, which I think they also serve cocktails. So they already get a lot of alcohol. There is alcohol everywhere. For the regular cruisers, you have to pay by the glass for all of your drinks unless you get some kind of package. And yeah, that is a bottle of wine, and we're going to talk about that in a second, that I got for free for a reason. I've been thinking about how to talk about this, but okay, the no daily drink limits. Drink limits that were put into place on Carnival and Princess, Cunard also, so they're all in the same family, but they have drink limits. MSC has a drink package. I don't know that they have drink limits, and they possibly do. I think it's 15 drinks on Carnival per day, around that. Now, you might think 15 drinks per day, that's actually a lot. But when you think about it, if you're getting coffee at breakfast, and you're getting maybe a mimosa at breakfast too, and then you're getting afternoon drinks at the pool, and then you're getting drinks for lunch, and maybe some drinks, wine at dinner, and then maybe some cocktails afterwards. 15 goes pretty fast if you're even just drinking normally. And my last Princess cruise, we did get the upgraded, I think it was called Princess Plus plan. We didn't have limits at that time. This was a couple years ago before they put in limits. I was drinking mojitos like they were going out of style. At one point, I told the bartenders if they can just make me an easy mojito, meaning here's my glass back. I already have the mint inside. Just mix the alcohol and pour it in, and I'll be happy. I probably drank at least like 6 of them in one day. And I'm telling you, 15 goes fast. So anyway, Virgin is doing this as a no daily drink limits. It sounds great. And at $95 a day, that's a lot of money. But a lot of people go on Virgin who have way too much money anyway. So it's not really that much money for the average Virgin cruiser. So why does this make me upset? Now, back in December, it was actually the end of November, I went on a transatlantic cruise with Virgin Voyages from Rome back to Miami. You know, I want to say something first, too. I really do like Virgin Voyages. I enjoy their cruise ships. The crew is amazing. The food is delicious. I've been cruising with them for a couple years now. I really, really do like Virgin. I don't mean to be so negative on Virgin in this. I'm talking about the experience that I had. And I think that other people need to know this experience for their own safety and peace of mind. So, right. So on this cruise, you know, I got a regular room, a sea terrace, which is Virgin's way of saying a balcony room. And I was enjoying everything about the ship. I did notice when I got into the room that, you know, sometimes the medallion, you have to wear a medallion, like your key card. It didn't always work. And I noticed if I flipped it the other way and I used it, then it would activate the door more quickly and I could get in. And I noticed too that when I was leaving the room, or if I was inside the room, I might have to, you know, push the door a little bit more to make sure that it clicked closed. And, you know, you feel really safe on a cruise ship. Cruise ships are safe. They are. There's CCTV, security cameras everywhere. There's security that you see and there's security that you don't see that are constantly watching for things going on. Of course, there aren't cameras in your room or in bathrooms or in like other, you know, delicate areas. But for the most part, you're always being watched. And there's facial recognition. I mean, you're wearing a medallion wherever you walk in. If you have to click it, if you get a drink, I mean, you're constantly getting this thing scanned. So they know where you are. If they might even have like sensors that know exactly where you are. Like on some cruises, like Princess actually, they know exactly where you are within about 5 or 10 feet. My father, I went on a cruise with my dad, and he would just kind of walk off and wander or get in his little scooter and like just go anywhere. And I'd be like, well, where's Dad? And they have these LCD televisions all over the ship. And you can scan your medallion on the Princess ship and it'll tell you where your shipmates are. And it was like the map of Mayhem, or what was the name of it on Harry Potter, where they open the map and they can see everybody walking around. Yeah, you could see your shipmates going around. So anyway, these cruise ships, you feel so safe. People know you by name, like your stewards know who you are. I met so many people on the galley, the crew that knew me by name. I knew them by name. You feel safe. Well, we were probably two ports in. We were still in Europe, and I feel safe, right? So one night I go back to my room early, gonna watch some TV. I don't want to go and do the late night entertainment where everyone's drinking and dancing. I just wanted a quiet night. So I went back to my room, turned on The Good Place, watched an episode, halfway through, went to sleep. Next thing I know, I hear click. Woke me up in a second because it's a quiet room otherwise. So I heard click. Next thing I know, I'm, opening my eyes. I'm in this dreamy haze, and I see a person walking towards me. Flowy white shirt, like a blouse, like a button-down shirt that's open and breezing as he walks through. White pants. I mean, it looks almost like an angel walking toward me. Blonde guy, probably blue eyes, like walking towards me. And I thought, this is wrong. Like, I'm in my room. Why is there somebody? I'm alone. Why is there somebody here? He's walking toward me, and I call out to him, and I say, this is not your room. You shouldn't be here. And he's like, no, it's okay. And I heard that. That's the drunk voice. That is a drunk. If you've had a drunk significant other, you know that voice. So no, it's okay. It's okay. He's walking toward me closer, and I said, no, you are in the wrong room. And at that moment, I realized something is very wrong and I need to get out of there. Actually, this sweater, I grabbed this sweater from my closet. I found my phone and I ran out the door. I was hoping that there was going to be a crew member outside vacuuming. There wasn't. This was probably midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. So the next thing I thought was just go straight to the galley. I ran up to the galley. Well, I took the elevator and found somebody working there. And I said, I need a manager. And he looked at me like I was going to accuse him of some kind of misdeed. I was like, no, it's not about you. I need a manager. There's a man in my room. I have to applaud Virgin in, I guess, in training their staff for this anyway. For the waiter dude turned around. He got a manager. Manager was on the phone by the time he was walking toward me again. And next thing I know, I've got a female security guard who's now my minder, who's sitting next to me, asking me if I felt like I was in danger, if I'm okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm here. But there's a guy in my room and he shouldn't be there. And she called to her manager. Her manager needed 30 minutes. He probably was sleeping to figure out what was going on and come back. And when he arrived, we, all three of us, we went down to my room again. This is what irked me. This is one of the few things that irked me of the night. The security manager asked me if the man was still in my room, as if I would know he's still in my room. Almost like I got this whole vibe of this is my issue. What did I do wrong? And I kept on feeling that way. They kept on acting as if it was my problem. Maybe I invited him into my room. No. No. Right. So I said, I don't know. How would I know? And the security manager opened the door, went inside, and I overheard, because I'm outside. There was no way I was going in that room. And I overheard him say, yes, there's somebody in here. And he starts shaking the man sir, you need to wake up. This isn't your room. You need to leave. And he's like, no, it's okay. And they're like, no. They ended up calling for another person to come, another, big, strong security guy to come. And both of them woke him up, escorted him out. Now, this is where I am not going to applaud Virgin. I'm sitting in the hallway. How should we do this spatially? So I'm sitting in the hallway here. The door from my room is over here. The elevators are over there. There's also elevators over here, but they're further away. Elevators are over here. So they're in the room. They walk out of the room. And then they let the man walk past me. Here's me. They had him walk past me. This man was in my room. He had violated my space. And they're having him walk toward me? No. So I backed up against the wall. This is not, I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. But the elevators were that way. I don't think that they have enough, I'm just going to cut to the chase. They don't have enough experience dealing with drunk people in this kind of situation. I think actually probably Carnival has a lot more experience. That's sad. That is a very, very sad thing that this even happens. But anyway, I was not happy with that. Well, anyway, so he goes away. They end up interviewing me a few more times, and another time the security manager again insinuates that it is my fault. Did I let him in? Did I let him come into my room? No, I did not. Well, are you sure? I don't know who this man is. Do not have any idea. The next day they give me a rundown. They say he's very sorry. And I mean, I get it. You're drunk and you don't realize what you did. I get it. I asked another security manager who's giving me this debriefing, does this happen often? And they said, well, not really, but it happens. And I said, well, they said he was overserved. I said, well, how does he get overserved? Don't your bartenders know not to serve when they're that drunk? And he said, I'm paraphrasing it, but he said, there's no way to know how much people actually drink because their friends are getting drinks for them. And I've had this happen to me. I've had rock star friends, and they would bring you drinks. They go to the bar, and they can get a couple drinks at a time, and they're like, hey, does anyone want a drink? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'll get a drink because you're buying. Excuse me. People get overserved. This is not the first time I have read on... Oh, wait, no. Actually, this happened on other Virgin Cruise sailings. They told me this. They said that it happened on the Scarlet Lady, and ironically it was on the same floor on the other side. I was on like the Alpha side, so it happened on the Zeta side. They said it happened over there too, where someone just was able to walk into the room. So security ended up telling me that they checked the data on the room, and they said that and they also checked the video camera. He tried using his medallion and it didn't work. But then the door just opened. Now, I've already said that the door wasn't, quite right. But I didn't think it was a problem. I've cruised many, many, many times. I've never had a problem. Never. So I didn't suspect that I would have a problem. I closed it, and they even said, based on the data from their IT department, the door was closed. I closed it. I know I closed it because I know that I made that effort to close it, but I couldn't deadbolt it. Did I say that earlier? I noticed that I wasn't able to deadbolt the door. Well, they said that he tried using the medallion, didn't work, but then he was able to somehow open it. That's why they suspect I allowed them into the room, but I did not. I was sleeping in the bed after watching a really good TV show. I'm glad that there was a female security guard there, because she did stop these male security guards from accusing me of letting in a guy. I do applaud her. Thank you very much for standing up for me, because she put her foot down and was like, no, she already said that she did not open the door. Anyway, so this is not a rare occurrence. So I guess it is rare, but it doesn't never happen. It happens. Excuse me. And I have read online other people having similar experiences. Now, my issue with this is that they have no daily drink limits. I will tell you that people on Virgin Voyages drink. Even if they're paying $20 to $30 to $40 a drink, they drink. And especially on the shorter cruises, they drink. How is this resolved? Good question. The front desk, the sailor services manager, he asked me what I wanted. I was like, well, if you're asking, I'll take an upgraded room. And he's like, well, there aren't any upgraded rooms. I'm sorry. I did tell him that, honestly, it wasn't about, getting an upgrade, because I'm not doing this to get an upgrade. That's not at all. I said, I just want a different room. I said, is there any other room that I can take? And we weren't a full ship, so I knew that would be possible. And I just wanted a room that I would feel safe in, because I said, there's no way I feel safe in that other room. And they said, okay, that's fine. They also gave me a bottle of wine to help me. And it was very nice. They put there's a tape here. They taped on a little card that said, we hope you are able to have a nice drink, and I hate to say forget. I think he used the word forget, but it wasn't in a negative way. It was in a positive way of like, we hope you feel better. And I didn't drink it. I was going to drink it for the video. That's why I saved it. I can't drink on the video. I just realized that too. YouTube will take it down if I'm drinking alcohol. So anyway, this is the bottle. I'll drink it later. It's really about how they dealt with the situation. On this ship, we also had another situation with a guy who was a MAGA guy, and he was walking around and telling gay couples that he was going to hurt them, and he was being a threat. He drank a lot. Everyone was drinking. Like I said, everyone's drinking. When there's alcohol involved, things just go crazy. And if you've got free drinks, well, not free because you're paying for them, but unlimited drinks, there's going to be more of this situation. And I don't think Virgin is prepared for it. I might talk about this again because I'm talking about it emotionally, and I know I'm missing details, or I might just never bring it up again. But I do think if you're a female sailor on any of these cruise ships, you need to be more careful. So when they moved me to the other room, first thing I did was absolutely make sure that the door locked, that it closed, that it opened easily. Just totally made sure. I have to say I was paranoid for the rest of the cruise, and every time I would, go to bed, I would look at the door, because, you sleep in the bed here and the door's over here. What's over here? I would always be looking at the door. It does change your perspective. And I don't say this in a fear-mongering way. I mean this just to say, protect yourself, because nobody else is going to. Make sure your door works. One thing I don't like about Virgin is that they don't have a chain, or they don't have like a, the V thing that sticks in the door. So if you close it, then the door can't open. They don't have that. They have a deadbolt on the door, but not the extra can't open the door thing. I don't think that you should go crazy and do all the things that these crazy people do for security, like putting things in the door and tape, and getting cameras, and getting like the laser, that when the laser breaks and an alarm sounds. No, just be careful, be mindful, make sure that your door closes. That's really the big thing. Make sure the door closes, make sure no one's following you. I did ask the security, like, why me? Why did he go into my room? And they weren't quite exact. They also didn't want to say like where his room was, but I guess his room was on a different floor in the same area. That's how drunk he was. He was so drunk that he didn't know where he was. He didn't realize that the door didn't open. He didn't realize that there was somebody, a stranger, who never had talked to him the whole cruise, like before and after. I don't think I ever saw him again. I never saw him to begin with. He didn't realize that he was in a stranger's room. And that's how drunk he was. He was overserved to the point that he passed out in a minute, overlooking all those other things I just mentioned. It's going to happen more if drinks are available in an unlimited fashion. And that's scary. That is scary. Fights, I think that you see on Carnival are going to happen on Virgin. And I don't like that. I don't like this unlimited drink package. I'm sorry. I don't. Now, is there anything else I wanted to talk about before I turn this off and go drink my wine and watch a movie and relax? Don't know. Let's go see what Reddit has said about this. One person said I would be so wasted, so I wouldn't waste my $95 every day, which means they're going to drink as much as they bloody can, because they pay $95. They're going to drink the whole day. They're going to be drunk. Someone did write, I'd rather them not. We cruise Virgin to avoid the Carnival drunks. That's true. Which cruise were we on last? I don't remember which one. Talking to my dog. It was one of the last MSC cruises I took. The minute I got on board, everybody was drunk. It seemed like they were already at the bars getting their drinks, and you just looked at people and you're like, I know people come to drink on a cruise ship. I'm not blind to that, and that's fine. But I swear they were already drunk. Past tipsy drunk. There's a puppy dog here. Past tipsy drunk within like an hour of being on board. So we're going to see Carnival fights. We're going to see all of these kinds of issues that you see on Carnival, like people throwing chairs. I don't know. They're saying here that the Rockstar Suites are twice the price of the cabins. I doubt you'll get the Carnival drunk crowd. I don't know. I don't care if this guy had $1 million. He still walked into a stranger's room because he was so passed out. Like anybody else would have been like, hey, my medallion's not working. Maybe this isn't my door. Let's check the number. Oh, that's wrong. Or once they get the door open, they're like, oh, look, there's a stranger in the bed. And this is not my stuff on the wall, because I like to put I had some little like postcards I put on the wall. This is not my room. This is not my bathroom. He was that drunk that he didn't realize that. Actually, I'm not sure if he got kicked off the ship. If anybody's watching this and wondering, do I get kicked off the ship if I walk into a stranger's room? Somebody did get taken off the ship when housekeeping came to move me from my old room to my new room, the housekeeping manager asked me why, and I explained very quickly why, and he's like, oh, I think that's the person who's getting taken off the ship. Security did not tell me if he did or didn't. The MAGA rock star dude who I talked about, who started fights, he did not get kicked off the ship. He got put into the detention, and then he was let out because he's a rock star, and then he did it again, and so they kind of detained him in his room where he could drink and be a rock star in his room, and I think he was let out again, but he couldn't wear his hat. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. So we're not sure if they kicked the guy who walked into my room off the ship, or if it was somebody else, because someone said it was an older guy who got kicked off. Oh, we were on that ship so long, it turned, everyone was talking. I met so many people and got so much drama. But mine was my drama, and I did not like it. I don't know if they kicked him off or not. It could have been. He could have been kicked off. So if you walk into some stranger's room, you might get kicked off the ship in a random port in the middle of the ocean off the coast of Africa. So don't do it. Don't get so drunk. That's, I guess, the other thing. Don't get that drunk. Enjoy your cruise. Why are you getting so drunk that you can't enjoy your cruise? Don't do it. What else are people saying? Just wait until it rolls out to all cabins. A lot of people here are saying it's not worth the $95 per night per person. But I have met a lot of very, very wealthy people on Virgin ships, and $95 is nothing to them. After they've just spent, what, $10,000, $20,000 on a high-end suite? $95 a night. That doesn't matter. They'll pay it. A lot of people here are not going to pay it. I don't think I would for $95 a night, unless I was a millionaire. If I had a lot of money, I'd probably pay it. But again, for the sake of safety and for the sake of keeping Virgin the way it is, where it's fun and it's not full of fighting and it's not full of, it's fun. It's not drunken craziness like on Carnival and some other, like the what do they call them, booze cruise. I'm talking about cruises and you get upset. You don't like me going on cruises, do you? You miss me? Do you miss me when I go on a cruise? Yeah, I know you do. I pull out my my luggage, my suitcase, and Rebecca will lay down inside the suitcase in hopes that I won't fill it with clothing. And then she gets really sad and she like goes in the corner. All right, I think I'm done because she's telling me I'm done. But just be safe. Take care of yourself and your own safety. And let me know what you think about this Virgin all-you-can-drink, all-inclusive drink package. Would you buy it? Is it worth it to you? I'm kind of curious too if you've had situations like mine where somebody walks into your room. It's scary. I have a whole new perspective on female safety. And I hate that I'm just like anybody else, where you have to have an experience yourself before you can fully understand. And my situation wasn't even really that scary or that bad. I mean, I'm older. I think if I were 20, I probably would have been a bit more emotional and a bit more just extra. But I'm older. Don't usually have men, jumping on me. So I could handle it. And plus I've had drunk boyfriends, alcoholic boyfriends. So but that's so terrible too. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's what I'm talking about tonight. Be safe out there. And go check out my food cruising channel where we talk about food. Are you food? No? Okay. Bye. You want to say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Bye. Oh.